Hello, recording, and welcome back to another session of Tales of Astera. To begin with, meme-spiration. It seems like I prompted someone, a special someone, to make a few memes.
I made memes.
We have...
I'm sorry. The memory one. That's a good one.
yeah. Well, we don't have to go through the voting process. Taylor, you get inspiration for this session.
Yay.
That means you get to reroll any d20 that you like.
Inspo.
Okay. Last episode, we began the session continuing our combat between the party and the two strange ethereal void monsters at the bottom of this cathedral, to which we did some things, lightnings and arrows and other such hexblade notions and things. Everyone managed to defeat the monsters, but that did not stop them from attempting to capture... What's going on with Pancake? UK?
He's
bud?
having a problem.
Your internet's breaking up a little bit. Oh, poor Pancake. After the creatures were defeated, the demi-plane void space began closing in, folding in on itself, and with some swift and sweet maneuvers from the party, we just barely managed to escape, and we got out mostly intact, I believe. I don't think anyone was severely injured, as far as I know, but I could be wrong.
I think we were okay.
Yeah.
We handled it with grace.
Nonetheless, Bishop Donovan topped you all up, or not topped you all up, gave you a bit of a booster for the rest of the day, and sort of brought you over. Was this conversation with the Flamebringer before or after the short rest? Does anyone know?
Before. Because when we came back, that's when we did the ritual.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as you guys exited out, you noticed a yellow sort of flicker in the blue flame of the Flamebringer, which basically brought you into his domain, his space, for inviting you all for a conversation. He offered his divine intervention to you whenever you needed it, and also gave a little warning to Eileen. If she should cross him once more, he will not hesitate to also bring divine intervention upon her. She was given a set of scales, with 2 moons and a sun. And one more misstep would spoil the end for Eileen, but 2 more would earn her at least neutral favorings with the Flamebringer. Nonetheless, you guys took a short rest before heading back to the cathedral to contribute to the summoning of the Keeper of the Flame. Oh, hold on, you just sneezed.
Bless you.
Little sneezies?
Is
that what was happening?
Sneeze, yes.
Sorry.
I know, I say bless you.
Yes, thank you. Everyone offered up their various magics and class resources into the ritual, and you overperformed, basically. You gave more than you required, and the sort of collective magic of the church and the party formed the new figure of the Keeper of the Flame for Goldshore. So you now have summoned 2 of those beings into existence. But most importantly, however, Eileen gave up the Ring of the Flamebringer to offer up as the sort of, what do you call it? The scaffolding, the foundation of the Keeper of the Flame. And, well, that also meant that she doesn't have possession of it anymore, regrettably. To which, after the ritual ended, we all parted ways with the Flame Church and headed into the local inn tavern location that comes with complimentary breakfast to take our long rest for the evening. Just to sort of get everyone into their characters, like, Shannaria's just sort of like sat down in the center of the room where everyone's sort of reciting, and she's sort of like sitting there, sort of like saying to everyone, offering to everyone, anyone who wants to partake. Now I understand that we've been on an adventure for a little while together. But it's also important to sit down and reflect on what has happened, and perhaps if there's anything concerning you, or if there's anything that, that you might want to get out of your mind, it is good to voice these things to your companions. Of course, if you do not wish for me to be here for that, then I am totally happy to exit the room. I have created a circle here, but you do not need to sit down on the floor with me.
Mira would kind of look at the other 2, and then just sort of shrug and go over to sit down. I don't have anything on my mind to voice, but I'm also happy to listen.
And what about Arwen and Eileen?
Eileen's kind of just like in the corner, just like awkwardly, like arms crossed, looking at it like, a friendship circle. Talking about opinions. Classic introvert dilemma where she's just standing there.
Me?
What was that?
Oh, nothing. Go on.
It's like, I guess so. Nothing against you, Shanaria, but I'm not gonna say very much. I guess unless people ask. And I just kind of like sidle up next to Miara, and I'm just like, ugh, this is so gooey.
Does Arwen also take her place in the circle?
Could use some friends, and I have opinions most of the time.
So, who would like to go first? If you don't want to go, then I could go first.
What are we voicing our opinions about?
Just anything that might be on your mind, anything that you feel like you want to share. It could be nothing.
I vote Arwen goes first.
Why do I go? What? No.
It's an opinion.
Well, my opinion is that you suck.
Well, my opinion is that you should enjoy the friendship circle.
I
I
will
am
go
enjoying
first.
it.
How about?
That sounds a sound plan.
Well, for most of my life up until now, I have resided, north of the woodlands, where the dragon village is. And to say that I have not had many companions is witting to say, because, well, most of my friends are and were dragons. And I didn't really know any other people who sort of are not dragons. So, I've met people before, I've spoken to people before, but I've not spent extensive time with people before. And this is the first time in my life that I have done so, but not only that, it's the first time in my life I have journeyed so far away from where I resided. And to me, this is quite an enjoyable experience, but also riddled with danger and all these other things. It's also feeling like, am I allowed to enjoy this experience even though there's so many dangers? Am I allowed to just sort of go along with whatever's going on? But as these thoughts cross my mind, I sort of just realize that maybe I don't need to think about it too much. I just need to be where I am and go along with whatever is happening. And to say I am enjoying your presence in my life is something that I'm very happy to say. But also on top of that, I am also feeling like I miss some people that used to be in my life. But I can speak with them whenever I want to, when there isn't so much danger in the world. And I would say that is basically what's been on my mind, apart from my concerns of you three, and the other states of the world. But if that's something that I feel like I want to voice, then perhaps it'll come up later.
I mean, for what it's worth, you've been an excellent traveling companion. And while I have a hard time differentiating between what is a friend and what's just a companion and what is just a co-worker, I would say that you're probably a friend at this point. And I like your company.
Thank you, Ellen. I appreciate that. And so, you said you wouldn't say much, but surely there is something that you want to say?
No. I'm good.
So, does anyone feel like they want to say anything? Or you're free to just sort of sit and reflect on whatever you want?
I mean, Mira doesn't really have anything to say.
Mira can ask questions.
She also doesn't really have any questions she wants to ask.
Harwin, is there anything
Mhm.
concerning you on your mind at the moment?
Probably a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My mind and I don't really keep touch, but
Why don't we start unwinding that?
what are you, my therapist?
I could say.
I don't know if group therapy is for me, dog. I don't know.
Healers come in many different forms.
Okay. I'm listening.
Well, let's talk about our most recent events then. I noticed that perhaps some memories of yours were taken from you for a brief amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
How did that feel?
Bad.
Did you get them back?
My friends?
Your memories.
My memories. Yes. I think, right? I got them back. I totally
This
I
is
thought
in
I did,
character.
but
She remembers.
yeah, I did. And yeah, I guess I feel better that I have them again, but maybe sometimes I think I shouldn't have memories that I do have because then I'd be happier for it. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
I don't really know how to prompt you because it doesn't seem like you want to talk extensively about this.
If I didn't have the memory of Mark in the first place, or I mean, if I went as far to say, if I didn't remember my old friends or Rook or whatever, maybe if I didn't have the memory of their deaths, I guess I would probably be happier. But would I be happier not knowing where they are? If I'm thinking they're still alive, or well, I don't know.
That's rough.
That is rough.
Thanks. It's okay. I've come to terms with all that has happened thus far because, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter.
There is a lesson in a lot of the things that you experience, though, Arwen.
Yeah.
And it is rough to say that you've lost a friend, or two, or a few. What sort of something that's positive that happened to you? If you hadn't gone on this adventure, if you hadn't met these people, what's something that would not have happened to you?
I guess I wouldn't be. I keep wanting to call myself a goddess of the hunt because I think I'm that cool, but
Distant thunder noises.
Oh no!
Oh,
maybe that's my goal in life.
Oh no!
to be a god?
To be a god. What do you guys think? Would you respect me more?
I would respect you exactly the same, which is to say, I respect you a lot.
That laugh was in character, by the way.
It depends on how you obtain godhood, I suppose.
Right. Okay. In this hypothetical situation.
Hypothetical? Yes.
Hypothetical. I was eating something. I'm sorry. I put down my plate of food. In this hypothetical situation where you are a god, what would you ask of your followers? That's a good bar, right?
I ask that they drop everything and worship me as if I am their one and only god.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, that's not really anything different from most gods, to be fair.
And then I'd force everybody to become bakers and bake me pastries all the time.
All right. Now that's something special.
Yeah. Huh. Pretty good. There wouldn't be all these pro-cult people.
Can gods have
I'd
physical
smite them.
forms on Ostera?
I don't know, but I'd find a way.
As
That's
a
like my
god,
motto. I don't know, but I'll find a way.
certain gods can do whatever they want.
But there are certain rules and limits to what they can do to influence the world.
Like what?
Well, the reason why you don't see Ostera as the walking ground for deities and their whims and such, well, is because they have certain responsibilities that they need to take care of.
Where are the gods?
Where are the gods? That's a very good question. Not here.
Well, obviously,
Well,
but
they're here, but also not here at the same time.
So where are they?
I don't know.
are they physical? Do they become physical, or do they just speak to us?
It's, well, for me, the god, the deity that I follow, she is always with me, which means she is here on Ostera, but she's not here physically. Like, I can talk to you, I can't interact with her in the same way I can interact with you.
Then how do you know she's real?
And how do I know she's real? You see a whole bunch of like stars pop up in the room and makes like this planetarium of the room.
I don't know, Shanaria. I'm still questioning religion.
She talks.
You could
to
be a
me.
god of non-religion.
God of atheism.
God of atheism. That's
I
a
worship
contradiction.
God of
I've ever
atheism,
heard
but
one.
wouldn't that be a religion? Not me
Okay.
typing define religion.
Yeah, so that's a contradiction.
Belief in and worship of superhuman power or powers, especially a god or gods, or a system of faith and worship. So, really, all of it's just religion. And I'm
The
confused.
goddess of the hunt really has her hands full with you.
She really does. You know,
She
I give
really
her a
does.
run for her money.
At least you acknowledge it.
Right. That makes me the better person.
And
Better
she hasn't ditched you yet.
God.
I mean, I guess she did temporarily, but
I wonder how they become gods. Like, how does one be a god?
can I roll a religion check?
Yeah, go for it.
Same. I would also like to.
if I may also.
So,
I'm doing the, like, the
apparently I
finger
know
on the chin.
how.
I don't think I'm good at
I know.
religion. No, I'm pretty.
I can bring out +7.
Ooh, Mira, how are gods made?
Mira, you
What I'm
know
telling you guys.
that you absolutely do not
Mommy
know how
god and a
gods are
daddy
made.
god love each other very much.
So I got no clue.
You're 100% certain that you don't know how gods are made.
Which is fair. I didn't think she'd know how
And
anyway, but
if
I
you
wanted
knew, it would be very concerning.
I don't know too much about religion, but from what I have learned in our travels, there is not one known way to become a god.
I'll just ask the goddess of the hunt. I'll just ask her. Maybe she'll tell me. Maybe she won't, because I feel like she kind of hates me. But we'll figure it out.
Maybe Shanaria could ask. She's on like good terms with her god.
Yeah, Shanaria, ask your god.
The Starseer would tell me if it was necessary for our adventure. If she
But you
knew.
have to have questions that don't have to do with all that, don't you?
I wouldn't say I'm very curious about it, though. It's not part of my area of interest.
Ethan?
Eve?
Eth?
Eve?
As
Yo.
destiny would have it, the world has given me pink eye, so I will be staying home today.
Speaking of
Oh my gosh.
the goddess of prophecy, Ethan has arrived.
Yeah, I have arrived. I will be spectating her if you guys wouldn't mind me. I literally just came back from the GP. It's not even like pink eye. It's literally just like they looked at my eyes and they were like, "Bro, you got like swollen blood vessels, bro. You gotta put like eye drops on."
My dude.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
It's like
Yeah.
my poor colleague. She's home with pink eye.
yeah.
Everyone's having eye issues right now.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go quickly get my eye drops. You guys go ahead. I'll be listening in.
Okay.
Sweet. Cool.
What were you talking about?
Where were we? Oh yeah, asking
Shania.
gods how to become gods.
Thank God.
Even if they did know, I don't know if they would tell you Arwen.
Why? Squinty eyes.
Okay.
Those who want to become gods often are the least best candidates for it.
Are you saying I'm the best candidate then?
No, I'm saying you are the least likely to be a good candidate.
But isn't that
No.
No.
No. I think what she's trying to say here, Arwen, is that if you want to be a god, you're not a good candidate to be a god.
Exactly.
well,
that
that's
is
rude?
That
I'd
is
be a great
typically-
god.
It is the case with all forms of leadership. Those who wish for power should be trusted with the least amount of it.
True that. What? Why are you looking at me like that? The cult, obviously. Clearly.
Me trying to play VR's freaking 22 wisdom. Like,
Every single cult member is extremely ambitious.
And
And they want to be super powerful. They should not be powerful because they're terrible people.
Are you
Most of them.
likening me to cultists?
Say again? What do you think?
I'm not the one who mentioned the cultists.
Okay, yes, but there is a likeness. There is a likeness.
Not everyone who craves power is a cultist, but those who desire power typically should not be trusted with it.
It's not like I crave it like I do a bowl of ice cream right now, but
Often
Like-
they will use the power for ways that benefit only themselves, most of the time at the expense of others.
do you think I'd do that?
That's
Absolutely.
why
Wow.
100%.
Wow. I will leave this friendship circle right now.
you did say you wanted to have people stop everything that they're doing and bake you baked goods should
Yeah.
you become a god.
Uh-huh. I'm like pointing at
That
Mira.
is at the expense of others.
Well, it's optional.
You said you would
I-
make
Left that part out. Yes. But if they wanted to, then I would make them. Because they
That
want
is not-
to.
that is not what making someone do something. That is asking someone to do something.
At this point, Arwen's kind of doing the talking hand and like using her mouth above.
You are merely proving my point, Darwin.
Yeah, but it's not like I wouldn't help others.
Not one thing you suggested helping others.
All right.
I
Hypothetical, Arwen. I switch all of my patron duties onto you, right? You are my new patron. What do I have to do in order to get power?
in like the
If you were a god,
power in what?
what would you ask in return for power? Magic.
Power magic? I don't give out power magic.
Then why would anybody follow you?
Because they like me.
Oh, sorry. I feel like an ass.
It's okay.
You don't need to become a god to make people like you, Arwen.
Yeah, I like you.
I do. Probably.
You might be someone who causes problems along the way, but so does Eileen, and so do I. That doesn't mean that we don't like you.
Arwen's starting to have a beef with Miara.
She said that everyone causes problems.
That was actually a very sweet moment.
I feel like it was directed towards me.
She said so does Eileen and so does Miara.
I mean, she did point at me too.
Yes, but
It's not targeted.
It is acknowledgement that while things might happen that might make you doubt your place in a group, I've had plenty of those moments. I am reassuring you, you are still well loved in this group, Arwen.
Okay, how about this? Since we're in this friendship circle and we're talking all friendship-like, are there things that you guys like that make you feel appreciated? No one?
I suppose shows of trust would be something for myself. You both are very secretive and aloof individuals, and sometimes it makes me wonder if I'm trusted or if I'm to be kept on the edge of things.
I was hoping you'd say like cake or something. Oh. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I trust you, but I suppose you don't really feel that.
You've
Arwen, do
been
you trust
very
Laura?
open with.
I what?
Sorry. Do you trust Miara?
Yes.
Shanaria, do
Yeah.
you trust Miara?
I certainly trust all of you. And that includes Miara.
You all have had your moments of being open with me, and I'm not trying to discredit any of that. But there have been moments that have had that come into question for me. It is good to hear.
If I told you something, would that make you feel like you're trusted?
You've already told me quite a bit, Eileen. I don't want to pressure you.
Oh,
Say
good.
something.
Okay. Dodge that bullet. Arwen's turn.
For what?
Spill the beans.
What beans? I'm
Any
confused. I
beans.
don't know where we're at in this conversation. Beans?
Anything that makes you feel appreciated.
Ah, that's right. That's right. I totally forgot. What makes me feel appreciated? I guess not putting me down.
Oh. Oh, we do that a
Sound
lot.
kind of. I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'm smarter than you take me for. I am. So, that's all, I suppose.
All right. I'll do my best not to.
Thank you. It's kind of simple, really. Okay.
Was that all?
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, that's bare minimum, but I guess I'm okay otherwise. I like gifts every now and then. Like that's what would you call that? A love language? Friendship language?
What kind of gifts?
Like that you're thinking about me, things that I like.
Well, what do you
That makes me
like?
feel appreciated. Well, if you have any weapons, I like those. If you have any ball bearings, I would appreciate those. If you have any babies, that is also appreciated. Money is also cool. I like flowers. As weird as that sounds. Like special flowers. I don't know. Anything cool, really. That makes
All
me
right.
feel good inside.
I'll keep an eye out for you.
Thanks.
Are we done with the friendship circle?
I think we're done with the friendship circle. Maybe we should go that one place where were we going?
To Stoneguard, I believe.
Stone Guard. Yeah, that's a good place to go instead of this friendship circle.
I'm looking at the map. Looks like Yvonne, the ambitious scholar, is hanging out there.
That's a good one. Ooh, sorry. Friendship
Ah, they
circles
don't
make
seem
me
too
tired.
bad. Let me see how far they are on the list. I don't think they're that high up. Let's see here.
Before everyone breaks up,
Yvonne.
Shinari just sort of chimes in. Did you think that made you feel better or worse than before?
I guess it was okay.
Okay,
It was actually better than I thought.
there you go.
I didn't cry. That's a win.
Did you expect to cry?
Why? I don't know. I've never done a friendship circle before.
Well, neither have I.
Okay, well that makes two of us.
Well, 3.
3. 4?
4? Dot, dot, dot. Question mark?
Abby?
Abby?
Eh?
Sorry, my brain isn't working today.
Same things.
Have you been in a friendship circle before? Miara?
Ask Miara if she's been in a friendship circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Apologies, my brain is just. I'm not gonna sleep.
No, don't worry.
You're fine.
No, this is my first time being in something like this.
We're all first timers in a friendship circle.
It
That's fun.
seems like it.
Cool. We are going to be really, really close to some big hitters. She's like looking at the map. when we're in Stoneguard, so maybe we just be kind of careful and we just get out of there really quick.
Okay.
We just take out Yvonne, and then we blast our way to Everhold, I guess. I like this trip. This is a very efficient trip.
Very. I like efficiency.
Yes, efficiency.
You know what's not efficient?
What?
This, dang deity on my ass.
Oh, you should probably not say that out loud. Or
Oh,
even in your
sorry.
mind. She can hear you.
Another thunder off in the distance.
Tell me what to do!
Maybe she'll come in your dreams tonight.
I hope so. In a good way.
Yeah, I
I'll be
hope so
nice.
too.
I promise.
Well, if you're just like a charred crisp from a lightning strike, then I'll know what happened
Well,
last
I'm
night.
just looking for.
Or
I'm just a
tonight.
gal out here looking for direction.
So, as you take your own places for the evening's rest, Arwen, do you put out the intention in your mind that you wish to speak with your deity?
Oh.
No, I wish to speak with my deity.
So, is that a yes or no?
I wish to, speak with them still?
Confused.
So, yeah?
Yes? Okay.
What was your question? I was confused by your question, your phrasing of your question.
Do you put out the intention that you wish to speak with your deity?
Oh! Does that mean I still have the intention of speaking with them?
No, that means to put out the intention is to say I'm putting out the energy to say I want to.
Putting in the effort to attempt a connection.
Yeah.
I guess.
Not you intend.
Yes.
Not the verb. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I don't understand what that
English
phrase
is a
means.
language that exists.
Dumb language. Dumb language.
You're basically in your mind being like, I'm willing to talk to you, goddess. You're putting
Yes.
the intent out. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
Good work, guys. Okay.
We deciphered the question.
Decipher the
And the
language
answer.
one word at a time.
As you rest this evening, Arwen, what do you find yourself meditating on?
The floor?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Correct. English language. Correct.
Yeah.
Distractions
Good
going way
What
over
is he
answer.
your head
meditating
tonight.
on? Like, about?
Yes.
I hate English. Okay. Oh, I mean, there might be a little language barrier between Australian English. Yeah, you know? No, I'm kidding. A little bit.
Oh my
So-
Give me a second.
Heard Leah laugh that hard in a
I
while.
hope Ethan's okay. Oh, that was good.
Oh, let me see.
I didn't think it was that funny, but holy cow.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, we're good.
What are you thinking about, Darwin? As
Who
you
knows at this
meditate.
point? I think I'm thinking about like what I hold on, feel in life, like right now. How I'm just because my deity hasn't given me anything as of late,
Mm-hmm.
correct? Like nothing, and I'm just hoping to, like, you know, build more connection, because she just, I don't know. It's a part of, like, a big part of who Arwen is now. So I
Mhm.
feel like there should be more communication. Therapist. Goodness. Yeah.
As you are thinking of these things, at a certain point, you realize that your thoughts in your mind are also being taken over by something else.
Whoa.
And your thoughts begin replying to your thoughts in a strange way. And now, go ahead and give me a religion check for me to see how this interaction.
Oh, that's a 4.
Okay, it's a 4. It's not a natural 1, which is good.
It's not great.
My dearest Owen,
That's me.
you demand more from me than you think that you need. No, that wasn't the right phrase to use.
Dessert?
You demand more from me than
Rude.
than you need. There you go. You demand more from me than you need. You are also more free than you think you are.
Free the nice. Think. Okay.
You can speak to me whenever you wish, but I am not going to reach out to you unless there is something that I need from you.
Wow, that seems like a one-sided relationship.
You hear no response to that comment.
But it's true.
Gods are fickle.
You hear a sigh. Do you understand what the goddess of the hunt rules?
A lot of things.
Such as?
Nature and probably animals. That's a lot of things.
Primarily, it is to do with the balance of nature and keeping the world, specifically the ecosystem, from ever tipping towards a specific scale or side.
Mm-hmm. But with such big a responsibility, why would you take me under your wing to be your basically quote-unquote apprentice?
A big part of it is in due to favor of your mother.
Mm-hmm.
But the other part of it is that I want to believe that you are able to live up to your potential, which it seems like you feel like you need my assistance to live up to your potential.
Well, usually you go through some kind of training, and I feel like I'm just not, you know.
Well, are you actively training yourself? Or are you waiting for me to train you?
Well, how am I supposed to know what to do? Like, you know.
What do you think you need to do? What sort of training do you think you need from me?
Like, what is my purpose as
The
I keep forgetting what it's
champion of the
called.
hunt?
The champion. I keep forgetting that word. Okay. Yeah.
You are to act as proxy to maintain balance in nature.
Proceed to maintain. Writing this in my notebook. Or is writing it in her But am I supposed to do that a certain way?
You don't need a special power or training in order to do that. Owen, you
I don't know,
are
that's a pretty big role.
you are already powerful enough to act as such.
Mm-hmm.
And I pray that you understand that. Right? Because if you do not understand that, then make an effort to understand that you are already strong enough. You need not to ascend to godhood to be enough.
Mm-hmm.
She be listening.
Oh, of course she
Actually,
is.
that was going to be me at the end of the conversation. I was going to be like, also, how do you become a god?
What do you want to achieve, Arwen? Let's flip the question. Rather than what I want from you, what do you want to achieve?
I want to just help the world, not be bad, overtaken, whatever, by bad people.
A mighty endeavor indeed.
Right. That's what I'm kind of setting up to do.
Now think of yourself years ago.
Uh-huh.
Just 1 year ago. Do you think yourself from a year ago could be placed in the position that you are today and achieve what you want to achieve?
I mean, falling down mountains. I'm doing better than that. Doing better.
What I'm saying is, you've already done all the necessary training. You've already been trained. You are already there, Arwen.
I'm already doing it?
You're already achieving what you want to achieve by doing what you're doing now. Unless you choose to dig a hole and stay in there for the rest of your life. But
I guess I'm.
True.
So, I ask again, Arwen. Why do you seek my validation so?
Job. I'm answering your question with a question.
Oh, you cut out then. I didn't hear your question.
Oh, what's your job?
I literally just said what my job
Like,
is.
I get it, but what do you do to accomplish that?
There are many moments. Minor moments, micro moments. little things that I adjust to make sure one thing doesn't get too strong or one species becomes too powerful. It's not as profound and out in the world visible as, say, defeating a monster or taming a serpent.
Mhm.
But it is a necessary job, and it is one that keeps Ostera in the way that it should be.
Why can't I do that?
You certainly can.
You mean by becoming a god? Yes?
Little Owen, perhaps we can have this conversation another day.
Why?
Your mind is not quite matured enough yet.
But you said I was ready.
You are ready. But that does not mean you understand that you are ready. It does not mean that you realize that you are ready.
But you just told me. So I'm of essence, realizing that I am.
I could tell someone that they're beautiful, but in their mind they don't believe so. It's the same thing for you. You have to realize it on your own.
And then what? What if I do realize it?
For a moment you see a vision of a wolf deer pop up in your brain, and you see the image of the wolf deer frolicking back into the forest. And you hear no more response from the goddess of the hunt that evening.
I tried to ask how to become a god. Darn.
We awaken. You get your complimentary breakfast, and you're off to the roads again.
Never not be funny.
Yeah.
I
I'm trying to avoid another
hardly,
incident.
Oh, so funny.
Oh my god, the hotel that I went to stay at for Tabletop Con didn't
Yes?
come with complimentary breakfast. I had to pay
No.
for it. Right?
No way.
Yeah.
Rob them of their belongings.
Did you break into their safe after dark, after hours? Steal everything that they own?
Boy, I wish I could.
That's so funny. If only they knew. Oh. All right. Another day. Another dead cultist on the list. Oh, man. I feel good.
Hard work.
Let's get going. I'm ready.
I'm ready to get us where we need to go if you all are.
Also,
I keep
Arwen is
getting
not
ghosted by a
fried.
deity.
Keep
Well,
getting
I'm not what?
ghosted.
What does this term mean, ghosted?
Oh, you know how ghosts, they go, woo, and then they, kind of disappear?
Oh, I assumed it meant, like, killing you. Like, I've been ghosted. Which is actually a pretty cool term.
I've been ghosted! Dying. No. Anyway, suppose we should get going.
Does that mean you had a conversation with your deity?
It wasn't very productive.
Was it because she wasn't giving you answers, or because you weren't providing the answers she wanted to hear?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
Have you tried? I know this is... Wow, I was about to put you down. I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna be aware of my actions. I did not put you down. I hope that makes you feel better.
But you almost did.
I almost did, out of habit.
Habit.
It's my
Descends
personality.
into sadness.
Not because of you. I just tend to have very sarcastic comments. It's really hard for me not to be sarcastic.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, this is getting awkward. Let's move on. Let's go to Stoneguard.
I will ready the spell. She just starts to walk outside. Also, yes, poor Ethan, we are cutting a path through
Yes.
different cities. And they
We
got
are.
this.
Murder hoboing in every city until we reach the pillars, which is marked on the map.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Except it's not murder hoboing if it is going out of our way to murk the villains that are trying to control and murder people.
True. Although there is Anton somewhere around here. Hope we don't run into him while Ethan's watching.
With the dragon blade. Yeah.
With one of the dragon blades, we need that.
So we
Only
actually
one.
do have to face Anton at some point.
Yep.
fine.
Only one of us in the party has any context of who Anton is.
But is
Oh,
Trot's
is he,
still on
he's
the
not a cultist though, right?
His name's on the map.
Oh,
He's
is it?
on the
Okay,
map.
okay. I just
he
yeah.
is on the
That's
map.
how we know where he is.
Okay.
I think
He-
he's on
he
like the
might not
special third
be-
page.
Yeah, he might not be a cultist. He might be
He's
related
like a specialty
somehow.
bro. Yeah,
Yeah, like
they're going
the
special.
pillars. The pillars are on the map, which means that they're connected to the cult, but that doesn't mean that they're cultists.
Right. They have their
Oh.
own separate like page of the map.
Interesting.
Yeah. And same with Anton.
Oh, yes, update actually on Anton. Speaking of, I realized that
Update
your
Anton.
location
Anton?
is a little bit inaccurate. He would be over here now. Let's just move his name to where it was.
Oh no! Oh no! He's with the others. Oh no!
Yeah. Let's really
Not
avoid
go
that
there.
area.
Let's
Let's
not
not
go there.
Go right
Ah,
there and
No!
get it over with.
I value life.
Maybe we
I
should
value
recruit
life.
the red eye, recruit them, and then go take them out.
Recruit Red Eye. Just hey,
Yeah.
go
I
murk
would
those
rather fight
guys.
Red Eye with one arm tied behind my back than go up that hill. Okay.
Especially your 30 area. It has Meyer, Bladewalker, Lieblack, and now Anton. Dear
Yeah.
God.
And as a reminder, Lieblack is at the very top of the list. Okay.
Skip the part of skipping to the end boss. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, okay. Bladewalker is below Lieblack. So just take that into consideration, okay? Okay.
Fear.
Fear. Many fear.
That also says a lot about Anton that he's hanging out with those three.
Bruh.
I don't like it.
I
Okay.
don't think anyone likes it.
when everyone is outside, we are like I believe I don't have any tree over here that I know of, do I?
Just for convenience sake, sure you do.
Hey,
You've
I
seen
get to
it.
use them.
Actually.
I get to use a lesser spell slot that I would have had to before, and we get that instantly. I had a tree over here in Gold Shore, and we use transport via plants. Old Faithful's here.
Good old faithful
Faithful.
transporting
Yeah.
plants.
We should actually be drawing like
Transplants.
little trees where we know we have a
Yes.
tree.
It should just be called transplant.
Transplant.
Transport!
Oh my god.
Why is it not?
Why is it not that? Transplant. Oh my god.
Transplant!
Good one. As you open up your portal from Gold Shore to Stoneguard, you cast Transplant.
I love it.
Close to, but not in Stoneguard, but it's very close. Stoneguard is a city located in the Highlands, and it is the biggest city in the Highlands, not to be mistaken for the most prosperous or most defensible. It's just the biggest one. It has many sort of middle-class districts and shops and locations, but one of the things that Stoneguard is probably most known for is its what do you call it? Like a book distribution center,
A library?
a paper manufacturer, like book writers and such things like that. It's like a big industry here in Stoneguard. Publisher, yeah. All the steps of the process that involves making a book and distributing it, essentially.
Oh,
So
cool.
it goes from, making the paper to writing the things in the books, and then, binding the books and sending those books out,
That's
essentially.
cool.
That's their main export.
That's their main shtick.
Nice.
Book. That's it. What do you
And-
guys do? Book.
To say the least, Atlasdam is sort of the city of, like, wizards and scholars of magic. Stoneguard is the city of researchers and intellects who prefer to write down their knowledge and share it with the world, essentially, or Stera.
Okay.
And so, as you approach, you notice the sort of, like, broken up cobblestone amongst your feet, which is common in this area. And there's a lot of verticality, lots of stairs and hills, God forbid. The people who live here are probably pretty fit. But yes, you have arrived in Stoneguard. What would you like to do?
I'ma look at my map.
Your map seems to suggest that Yvonne is on the northern side of Stoneguard.
Okay. Cool. I just wanted to get a general vague sense of which part of town they were in.
I'm gonna say, what are we just gonna walk right up to her and be like, yo?
I mean, we did that in Grandport, so...
Yeah.
I mean, we dug a hole straight down to her. So.
Yeah, we did. I feel like we need more finesse than that this time.
We need to find out where she is, or they are. I think Yvonne could be like...
Yvonne is he, him.
He, him. Got it. Yeah, see? Like, I knew you could go either way with that name. Just perfect. So, we need to track down his whereabouts.
It was fair. I have a female colleague named Yvonne.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fair.
And... I'm gonna do this in character. So, here's the plan. I group everybody up together. We find out where Yvonne is, find out what they're up to, sneak our way in, smashy smashy, and then we get out. Sound like a good plan? That's my favorite plan so far.
I wouldn't mind just dealing with them and being on our way.
We've got a lot on the way to the pillars. At least 2 more. But yeah, if there's anything else that you wanted to do in the city.
I don't have anything in mind.
Actually, you know what? I've had this thought in mind. I actually want to go to a bookstore. I want to look for a bookstore
Mm-hmm.
that's, I mean, obviously this is a town of bookstores. There's probably a million of them.
They've got the finest books there are.
I want to find one that's more of like a rare bookstore or something that kind of carries like older tomes. And I just want to look for a book on the gods of Orstera.
Okay. Let me think here. So
Something that would entail like all of the current gods that we know and love, but potentially some of the older ones too.
Sure. Most of the commerce happens towards the east of town. And there are some stairs that you need to descend to approach there. But after some perusing and looking around, there's all different manners of books and such, with, you know, the usual sort of shops littered in there, here and there, but a lot of it is books, indeed. You eventually come across probably one of the older establishments here. It's on the verge of sort of like creaking and cracking apart. But, you know, it's like, it's not broken yet, so why do you need to fix it, you know? It doesn't have specifically a store name on it, but there are sort of like prices of books just sort of like attached as like a little bit of advertising, so you understand that it is a bookstore.
Okay.
As you sort of like, oh, do you want to go in?
Yes, absolutely.
You enter in, and you're met with the sound of snoring that just sort of echoes out throughout this establishment.
I kind of peek inside. Is there like a counter at all anywhere, or?
Yeah, you sort of like peek in, the little bell sort of rings, but like the little mechanism that rings the bell is like sort of half broken, so it doesn't really make that clean of a sound.
Makes a half-hearted chime.
It's like a dunk, like if you had your finger on the bell as you rung it.
Oh, it's like muted. Oh.
Yeah.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
You see, as you sort of like call out, a tiny little dragon sort of like approach you.
Oh.
Very small, bluish, reddish dragon. Sort of like spotted scales.
Oh. Oh, hi there.
It's sort of like does like a little bit of a dragon noise.
Do I still hear the snoring?
Yeah.
Can you help me find a book, or do we need to wake up whoever's snoring?
It nods to you.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking for a book that entails essentially every religion more geared toward any deity, all known deities, and perhaps even some of the unknown deities that have cropped up in historical contexts, if that makes sense. I just want to know all of them. I just want to have a nice, neat little book.
The dragon nods to you. Pseudo dragon, or whatever you want to call it, but it's a BB dragon. Just a
Little
teeny,
BB dragon.
little dude.
It's a little tiny word.
The dragon sort of like flies up to your head and sort of sits itself there. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like some of your hair gets tangled and it feels kind of icky. But you see the dragon like point its wings towards a certain shelf, towards the back.
Okay, I go over there.
Okay. Does anyone else want to enter into this building? Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I will wander
Sure.
in the store.
Eileen, you find sort of like a catalog series. It's sort of titled information about, and then it says the title of the deity. So if there was a specific deity that you were looking for, you could totally read up a book about them here. Or if there's something more compact that you want to look for, you'd have to ask again.
So if I were just looking at it,
Mm-hmm.
is like the goddess of the hunt there somewhere?
Yeah. A lot of the deities, or rather the books in the series, a lot of them are like, some of them are smaller, some of them are larger, just based on like the available information that you have about them. The goddess of the hunt one is one that's like just a few pages long.
Okay. And what if I were looking for like Galdera? Say, I don't know.
Just for example.
Just for example, you know.
You do not find one on Galdera.
What about the Fallen Emperor?
The Fallen Emperor, you find no account of.
She's like squinting her eyes as she's like looking up and down. I'm not really seeing what I'm looking for. Do you have anything on the Fallen Emperor or Galdera, perhaps?
The dragon sort of like bends down to look at you, sort of its head upside down from your perspective.
Hi.
And then it points to the person sleeping.
All right, I'll hobble over there while you guys do things.
The dragon will fly over to Arwen this time to assist her.
Lee, did you say you found a book about the goddess of the hunt?
Oh yeah, it was just a couple pages over there on that shelf.
Couple pages. I'm gonna go read them.
Is Miara looking for anything in specific?
Nope, she's just never really been in a bookstore before, so she's just kind of looking around.
Never been in a bookstore.
The dragon sort of like hobbles up to you. It kind of like gives you a sniff.
Oh, the little pseudo dragon comes up to Miara.
Yeah, Miara.
Miara kind of looks down and just has this little curious smile. Oh, hello.
It sort of like flaps its wings.
Is there something I can help you with?
It's sort of like, roll an insight check.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage because you're Miara.
Because I'm Miara. That's a 20.
Okay.
Which means I rolled an 8.
It sort of
With
like
the eyes that can steal through anything.
it sort of like uses its breath to draw a like little picture in the sky or in the air. Nothing, just like a little ember. And it sort of like makes a circular shape, and then he sort of like does it again, but it's like a little bit of a snowflake. And it's as you combine the two images that he made, obviously they fade away at separate times. It sort of forms the shape of an apple.
Oh.
Kind of blinks before brows furrow a bit, then look down.
Are you hungry?
It nods its head.
Okay. I need to look at a thing here. Hold on. My character sheet doesn't say I have any food in my inventory other than the oranges that are a cure that I don't necessarily want to give away right now.
You can
I'm
just
sure
have
we could
general.
give one orange.
You can have like general food that you can give to the dragon. I don't know.
Rations.
I could say this probably has an apple ration because why would she not?
Oh, sorry,
she
papple, not apple. My bad. I
a
mispronounced it.
papple. she reaches into her bag and just pulls out a papple and gives him a curious look.
It sort of like begins moving its tail back and forth.
She smiles with just this little amused look on her face, and she crouches down to offer it to him.
And just like the papple was in your hand, and chomp, it is no longer in your hand, and it is devouring it.
He's gone.
There you are. I'm glad I could help.
We'll jump back over to Eileen. The person that you see behind the counter is a goblin folk who has like one hair on his head, and it's
my god.
looks like it's about to fall out. He's sort of like got these like he's wearing a nice t-shirt and has like suspenders on, and he's got like the glasses. He's basically leaned back in his chair. Looks like he could fall over at any moment, but his feet have like rested on the front counter very comfortably, I suppose you could say. There's one of those cartoon bubbles that sort of like coming out of his nose.
Out of his nose. Hello? Hello?
You are met with snoring.
Wake up!
Let's
She
see.
claps her hands really loud.
Hey! Huh? Leia!
Hi.
The bubble pops. Oh, hello. Yes, welcome. My goodness, how many days has it been since somebody's walked into here?
That bad, huh?
Welcome. Are you looking for something?
Yes, I'm looking for something very specific.
Oh, what can I get you?
I'm looking for some sort of book or tome that encompasses all deities. And when I say all, I mean all of them. Rare, speculated, etc.
Ah, he kind of like adjusts his glasses. Now to just confirm, he kind of like moves his chair towards the counter just so he can like stand up on it, and it like screeches along the floorboards. He stands up and gets close to you, and he sort of like invades your personal space a little bit.
Ooh.
Are you sure?
Sure? I'm pretty sure that's what I want.
He's like
Why would I
staring.
not?
He's like staring at your eyes. Do you like meet his gaze?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check with advantage. Okay. That is a natural 20.
She's
Cool.
very sure.
I don't know how you found this place, nor do I want to know how you found out about whatever thing you're digging into. But there are some hidden theories from the public eye that I am privy to. Now,
Is that so?
I'm not going to sell you anything. You're simply going to leave a donation here. And I will simply turn my eye away for a moment and. Well, who would know if somebody's taken a book or not?
Yeah, who would know?
Nobody would
You
know.
weren't looking. Yeah.
I was just sleeping.
Yeah. No one even came in today. It's been days, right?
Hmm. He gets off the chair and on the sort of like bookshelf that's like behind him, he sort of like begins climbing up it like it is a ladder, but like he kind of a few of the books kind of like topple and fall off.
That's great.
And he goes to the top shelf and he pulls out one in the back right corner, and he pulls it out, and you begin to hear a bunch of gears and mechanics begin to churn. And if I scream, do not worry about me. As the bookshelf like completely flips around, and a whole slew of books on the other end of the bookshelf just sort of like fall down. I'm fine. Don't
Are you
worry.
Sure.
Yes, it is fine.
All right.
Now where is it? Is it around here somewhere? No, not that
Is it like
one.
a secret door compartment?
Yeah, basically.
Oh my god, that's great.
Not that one. No. Yeah, here it is. You hear him like blow dust off a book, and then very promptly he's like, "Why did I do that?" Jesus. Wait, who's Jesus? Gods.
Jesus, it's the kid down the street.
How do I get out of here again? Hmm. You hear him just sort of like thinking to himself for a moment. Give me like another investigation. Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
With a 17, you notice in the middle of the bookcase that's sort of like been flipped around, you notice a book in the center that says fail safe for if you get stuck on the other side.
I pull it out.
You pull it out, and the bookshelf rotates kind of like halfway. Ah! I knew it! It changes back automatically. I knew it. That's what it was.
Yes,
you
absolutely.
see the dragon just sort of like land next to you, looking at you. The goblin sort of like comes back into the main counter area, and the bookshelf takes its place to how it originally was, but all the books are like messed up and kind of like open, and not presentable. Not that this place was too presentable in the first place. This is it. And he slams the book on the table, and he sort of like gazes away from you and holds his hand out.
Oh.
Go on.
I think that was Pancake.
Oh, Pancake.
It's it.
Go on then.
Yeah.
Give me your donation.
Can we say that somebody gave me money before we came in here? Because I have 0 money, I'm realizing.
It would have to be Arwen because I got 0. I got 8 copper.
Okay.
have-
Arwen, what do you got?
After y'all stole all my money, I have like 200 gold.
200?
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think is a reasonable price for a rare tome? That he's looking the other way for.
I don't know.
A book with a bribe, essentially. What's that worth? Is that worth like 20 gold? Is that too much? 15?
I'd say more like 10 because he's giving it up so willingly.
Is 10 good? Is that like a decent amount?
You're not sure. He hasn't told you a price or anything.
Can I roll like an intelligence check or something to get like a vague idea of like what's a normal amount to give
Sure. I'll
of
say
what he might be expecting, like a range?
you could do like a history check. Maybe you'd needed to use that information for a
I've greased
job at some
palms
point.
before. Yeah, I'm sure.
13. It's always been at least $10. I mean, 10 gold. Oh my god, I've not been playing D&D. You can tell. At least 10 gold.
$10. At least 10 gold. Okay. I'll do 12. I'm taking 12, Arwen.
Wow, okay. You guys need to seriously get your own psychics or something.
We need to make some money.
We need to make money.
We haven't made money in a while.
on our
We've been
to-do list.
working.
We should.
I pointedly refuse to borrow any more gold because I borrowed a lot for my surgery.
Yeah, I wouldn't let you anyway. Bank doesn't trust you.
We've been
Hey,
doing a lot of
Arwen.
charity work, okay?
Unfortunately, fighting
Charity work
cultists doesn't really give you any
It
money.
doesn't really pay
Doesn't
much.
pay the
Well, we
bills.
could go enter tournaments or go gambling or do something. Something, anything.
He
You can make
counts.
it a
I mean, it
counts.
doesn't help it.
Now that tome that I've left on the counter for somebody to steal. A
You
fair
mean-
warning
Yes.
to whomever it may concern, whoever may touch the tome. Not you, of course.
Of course not. No, of course.
It would be wise for you not to show anybody that you are possessing that tome. Otherwise, you may draw the attention of some unsavory individuals.
Unsavory, you say?
Mm-hmm.
How unsavory?
Very unsavory. The lengths that I took to even get a copy of that is far more dangerous than any other tome.
That's good to know. That means the information is valuable.
Yes.
It'd be a shame to lose something so valuable.
It would be a shame. To be honest, I've been wanting to get rid of it for a while, but to rid the world of such information, even in the hand of a copy, felt wrong as a distributor of knowledge.
That's fair. I can respect that. Perhaps it'll bring you less grief if it were to disappear.
You
She
didn't
kinda
hear
likes-
anything from me. You did not
Yeah.
get that from me.
She slides it off the counter. Hear what? Get what?
Hmm?
This is a nice bookshop, but I don't think I need anything.
Well, thank you for the donation.
Yeah, of course. I hope you build a good, strong doorway and fix your bell.
The bell? What's wrong with it?
Doesn't work.
Oh. Ugh. Well, darn. Not again.
Anyway, it was a pleasure. What was your name, sir?
Should I be telling you my name? Hmm. Hmm.
You don't have to.
And that is translation for. Let me just find the name real quick. It should be here somewhere. Dominic is the name.
Dominic. I don't know how to spell Dominic.
Dom. Here, I copy paste it for you.
Sweet.
Dominic
Is it-
in
It
adventure.
was ended on CK, right?
No. Goblin bookkeeper in Stone Guard. Or
Dominic! Okay, cool. I was close-ish. Alright, cool. Well, it was a pleasure, not buying from you. Perhaps later.
now, Perry, it's time for your lunch. Where's that dragon? Oh,
Himyara looks up and then looks down.
I've already fed him a snack.
oh. Well, you'll be getting extra today, won't you? And he kind of gives the little dragon scritches and pets.
No.
I imagine Miara was already just sitting there scritching the little thing.
Cute.
The book about the goddess of the hunt, Arwen. Do
Mhm.
you open and read it, or do you simply wish to just straight up buy it to read for later?
I'm gonna read it
Okay,
right here, right now, while Eileen's doing her thing.
sure. The goddess of the hunt, also known as Drafendi, mostly known by the people in the woodlands, most prominently in Squawh'd. She is an influential figure who takes care of the balance of nature, but also, should ever a hunt or a adventure for great, what's the word for great glory, I don't know what the word
Valor?
valor, for great valor should arise, the goddess of the hunt oversees such adventures. Are you searching for anything specific? Because you already know most of the stuff here.
Anything I don't.
Anything you don't?
Yeah.
Sorry, I think you cut out before.
Is there anything I don't know?
Oh, is there anything you don't know? Is there anything you don't know? What do you know already? I'm trying to think.
A lot of things.
Blah blah blah. Give me an investigation check.
Geesh. 8.
8.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for this one.
Okay.
16.
16.
That's good.
You find a page that seems slightly tattered, or not so much that it's been intentionally sort of ruined, but it's sort of seen its days. you believe. And you can tell that this page in particular is like super old. But what is found on this page seems to be a list of people who served as the champion of the champion of the
Okay.
hunt days past.
Mhm.
But you recognize some historical figures. You recognize the names of a few of them. What does even surprise you is that your mum's name is also listed here. One particular thing stands out to you, though.
Mhm.
And that is the very first name listed here on this page.
Okay.
Talia is her name. And
Oh.
Talia, first champion of the hunt. Everyone sort of has a date listed, or rough date of when they served as the champion of the hunt.
Mhm.
But Talia has no date.
Whoa.
And this spans like thousands of years before you were even born. So just a couple elf lifetimes not too long ago. God damn it. Normalize D&D race ages.
Seriously.
Hey, freaking D&D elf races are considerably better than Lord of the Rings elf races.
You just live
They-
indefinitely
Yeah,
until you
They
like
live
die.
forever.
Yeah.
feels good. Feels good. Yes, Arwen, you see the name Talia. Do you, upon learning this information, do you wish to do anything else?
Is there anything else about them? Just like the names and dates.
You notice that some of them have like signatures on them, so, just like
Okay.
next to, but most of them don't.
Like a signed book. um. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Imagine if Arwen wrote her name in the book.
Oh my god.
Maybe
actually
I will.
really-
I am, so I probably should.
That seems like such an Arwen thing to do.
I should.
That's why I said it.
Yeah. That's so good.
I should and I will.
Are you doing this subtly?
No, because I can prove I'm the goddess of the hunt.
Okay.
Or the freaking champion of the hunt. Gosh!
Also, Dominic is distracted with helping me, I suppose, if
Yeah.
it's done at the same time.
The dragon hops onto your shoulder. Arwen just looks at you curiously
Mhm.
as you take out whatever writing implement that you wish to use to write your name in the book.
Yes, the implement.
Yes. Probably a calligraphy brush based on Arwen's
Oh,
history.
yes. I would probably.
And dragon just sort of like sitting on your shoulder, looking at the paper curiously.
Mm-hmm.
Do you write your name?
Yes. And I put a date.
Okay.
Well, Rough date.
Do you just write Arwen, or like do you write Arwen the Great, the Walther, the blah 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 blah? You
I'm
know,
just gonna write Arwen because
just
I'm
Arwen?
cool and simple. Like,
sure. Do you put your signature in as well?
yep. Of course. Always leave an autograph for my fans.
You notice as you finish writing your name, the page itself seems to restore some of its age.
Ooh.
Aw.
And it sort of like glimmers in this bright green that you're so used to seeing these days. And that's it. There's nothing else special about it.
Cool, actually. I did my good deed for the day. That's all, I guess. Yeah, Talia does sound really familiar. Yeah. I can look it up.
I'll have to do some deep dives later. See if we can find some notes. Sounds very familiar.
Hold on.
Talia
Now, Leah,
From Noble
is
Court!
a...
She questioned us at the place.
Oh my god, you found it before I was about to
Oh my
explain
God.
it.
whoa.
Oh, okay.
Goddamn!
No, I've got Control F on my computer.
I was just about to explain
Oh,
who
that was
Talia
like-
is.
That was
That
a
was
long
like
time ago.
Me and Jesse's session 0.
Ah.
That's
There's no
why
way it
Abby
was-
probably wouldn't know. Yeah, that was session 0. Like
It was
we went
not
to the
session
library
0.
with Kelvin and like the library with Mercedes or Talia was there in Noble Court.
Is this true? Leah, confirm.
I don't know if she was in your session 0, but that is her
Yep, I
occupation.
have it right here.
And it's accurate, I suppose.
What? I think session 0 was just a lot of like fighting the golem and deciding we were going to be crime fighters. I don't think
Yeah,
we
and
talked
then
to many people.
We went to meet Mercedes at the library.
Yeah, probably like a couple sessions after whatevs. What? Oh wow, I'm surprised that even felt familiar to me. That was so long ago.
No, I recognize the name too.
She's
I
the
did.
vice head of the Crown's Guard in Noble Court.
Hot damn.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, we got some interesting things to talk to her about.
She must have left an impression on us to remember her. Okay.
Surprise.
Even I remembered the name.
Yeah. I know. I think you were there. I think,
Well, I think we
The
went to
party was
Noble
interacting.
Court.
yeah. But we'll have to pay a visit to Atlas Dam and have a talk with some peeps. AKA Talia, AKA Gideon the Alchemist.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yes, we are getting close to the end of our session, though, since Taylor needs to wake up early tomorrow.
Mhm.
I'm leaving for a wedding.
Are you going to purchase this book? Or are you going to put it back?
I'm gonna purchase it just because I feel like it'd be relevant to have,
Okay. And
and
just...
I can collect signatures.
you can collect
Wait,
signatures.
No, I
Wait a
couldn't. I
second.
can't.
I mean-
Wait, hold on.
I
I have to
mean-
be dead for the... Oh, wait a second.
Darn.
Fortunate.
I still have this foldable boat in my inventory. What am I gonna do?
Hey, that'll be important when we go to fight Red Eye. Just go open
Right.
Just show
We'll
up
need
in a
that
dinghy. We're gonna get you.
Slowly
Oh,
paddling.
there's a hole in my
We'll
dinghy.
say the book is 4 gold.
4. Okay. Max roll.
Unfortunate, rolling the highest number.
A minus 16.
Okay. We'll say as you exit out the vicinity, give the dragon a few more scritches and scratches. You are soon to make your way north, the northern side of Stoneguard. We'll end our session there for today.
We're gonna murder a scholar. The Scholar King will be displeased with us.
Yes. The
Yes.
ambitious scholar.
Very well, we'll say goodbye to the recording.
Bye, recording.
Bye, recording.